May 15th is the 14th publicity day for public security organs to combat and prevent economic crimes. At 10 a.m. today, the Shanghai Municipal Public Security Bureau held a press conference to report the effectiveness of the measures taken by the Shanghai police to combat and prevent economic crimes, introducing the first case in the country relevant information on money laundering crimes committed through live webcasting of rewards. Jian Honghao, Deputy Head of the Economic Investigation Corps, and Shen Anjun, Head of the First Division of the Economic Investigation Corps, attended the press conference to answer questions from reporters. Jian Honghao said that in recent years, economic crimes have continued to spread, and criminal methods have been continuously mutated and upgraded, showing some new characteristics. First, they overlap with network traffic, and even use various online social platforms and e-commerce platforms for real-time economic crimes. As a result, the amount of money involved in the case is larger, the speed of transmission is faster, and the social harm is intensified. Secondly, under the cover of new business forms, new market hotspots such as film and television investment, merchant franchise, virtual currency investment, and medical beauty are used to create gimmicks and infringe on the safety of public property. It is more concealed and more suspicious. The third is to target national policies such as special subsidies and export tax rebates, endangering sustainable economic development and public interests. Previously, under the unified command and deployment of the Ministry of Public Security, the Shanghai Police, with the support and cooperation of the Anti-Money Laundering Department of the Shanghai headquarters of the People's Bank of China and relevant provincial and municipal public security organs, successfully detected the country's first money laundering crime using live webcast rewards. There were 21 criminal suspects, and they destroyed a new type of money laundering crime industry chain that was parasitic on the webcast platform, laundering and transferring illegal fundraising and other black and gray funds, and the amount involved was nearly 100 million yuan. In June 2022, during the investigation of the funds involved in the case, the police found that a huge amount of stolen money was used to recharge and reward a certain webcast platform. Although the police have seen many criminal suspects squandering the stolen money recklessly during the handling of the case, it is rare for a huge amount of stolen money to be used to reward the anchor, which has attracted the attention of the police. Starting from this, the police sorted out and checked the details of the records of the stolen money involved in the case being used for recharge and rewards. With the deepening of the investigation, the police found that the suspect of fundraising fraud received a huge amount of money from the network anchor in his personal account shortly after recharging and rewarding the network anchor. The Shanghai Public Security Economic Investigation Department immediately set up a special case team to carry out investigations, and quickly locked 4 internet anchors including Li Mao who had suspicious behaviors such as centralized batch refunds after the event. Taking the network anchors as the entry point, the police followed the line and found that these anchors had close contacts with the suspects of fundraising fraud. After further careful investigation, the police successfully dug up a new type of money laundering criminal channel in which a small number of internet anchors accept tips to scrub traffic and clean up and transfer stolen money for fundraising fraud gangs. After investigation, from June 2019 to July 2020, in order to transfer and conceal criminal income, the above-mentioned criminal suspect of fundraising fraud got acquainted with the criminal suspect Li Mao and others who served as anchors on a live webcast platform, and proposed that they be in Li Mao Li and others tip gifts in the live broadcast room to increase the popularity and exposure of the live broadcast, and help them earn the top rewards of the live broadcast platform, and instigated Li and others to return the received reward money to the suspect of fundraising fraud person's personal account. After the event is completed, Li and others can also receive part of the commission as remuneration. Subsequently, Li and others, knowing that the tipping money was the proceeds of fundraising fraud crimes, collected the stolen money by accepting tipping during the live broadcast, and laundered the tipping funds through cash withdrawals, transfers, etc., as criminal suspects people launder and transfer stolen money. According to the police, since the beginning of this year, the Shanghai police have solved more than 1,300 economic crime cases and recovered more than 2.8 billion yuan in economic losses, which has helped Shanghai's business environment and economic order to continue to improve and continue to improve. For the emerging economic crime methods emerging on the network side, the platform side is also an important prevention and control party. As of press time, Kuaishao has not yet responded to the specific policies related to the prevention and control of crimes on the live broadcast platform. Douyin said that Douyin prohibits users from producing, publishing, or disseminating content that violates RMB management regulations. For illegal transactions, the platform establishes a key prevention mechanism in accordance with relevant laws and regulations, cooperates with relevant departments to actively manage, and actively cracks down on possible fraud-related black products. Lao Muzi made a Manzhonghong. Although the box office was good, it was also criticized by many people. In fact, it is not only Lao Muzi. Today, none of the movies and TV shows about Yufei are well written. Huang Jiazu is too oily. There is obviously a problem with Lao Muzi's script. At present, Yufei's works are slightly better, one is storytelling, and the other is comic book. At the beginning, it was said that Yu's popular romances were not well written, and they were well known, due to Yufei's traffic, but there were no famous bridges that left a deep impression, such as Gao Chang's pulley, Yu Yun's hammer shaking the gold marble, and Yang Zixing's Sai Shang Yi. Compared with those famous scenes in the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, the romance is still much weaker than the Yanjinj War, and the romance was not written. This is a classic example in the history of war. Yufei was originally in a good situation, but he was sold by the emperor and asked Zhang Jun, Lu Qi, and other troops to withdraw. As soon as the other troops withdrew, Yufei was left alone in front of the Jin soldiers. What's more, Yufei's troops are very scattered. Yufei himself only has a small number of personal troops in Yanjinj, and the opposite is Zhong Bai, a famous general of the Jin army, who is the Jin Wushu in the novel. With a small number of infantry, Yufei went out of the city to fight Zhong Bai, who had an absolute superiority in troops, and Tai Futu, who was invincible in the world at that time. Jurchen claims, Jurchen is less than 10,000 and invincible. In the era of cold weapons, there are only thousands of pieces of heavy armor from humans to horses. Ordinary people can't walk in it. This shows that all iron stupas are elites. The elite stamina is beast level, especially difficult to fight. In this battle, there were two fierce men. One was Yu Yun, the official who won the blood, and the other was Yang Zixing. He rushed into the Jin army formation alone, and wanted to capture Yan Zongbai alive, although he did not kill him. Zongbai, but wearing dozens of wounds, still killed dozens of people and retreated. In this battle, Yufei fought against the cavalry of the Golden Army with infantry and won with a small number of enemies. The only advantage of the Jin people is that they are barbaric and can fight. Now Yufei's infantry has killed your heavy cavalry and you can't fight in the field, so what else does he fight? Therefore, the Yanjinj battle is of great significance. After the Jin soldiers were completely beaten, Zongbai heard that the Yu family army was coming, so he avoided fighting instead of fighting. These belong to the history books, but not in the romance. Yufei's literary talent is fine, he is capable of both literature and martial arts, he is simply omnipotent. Speaking of force value, when Yufei was 15 years old, he could hold a bow of 300 caddies and a crossbow with 8 stones, that is, 379.8 caddies for an open bow and 1,215.36 caddies for a waist-stretched crossbow, which is more than twice that of the top training elites in the Southern Song Dynasty Army. The National Humanities History of the People's Daily recently had an article, which one said the emperor with the highest force value. At that time, the highest standard for selecting the officers of the imperial army was to draw the hard bow of 1 stone and 5 fights, saying that Zhao Go had reached the highest standard of the officers of the imperial army. In this way, we can compare how powerful Yufei's strength is. When Yufei was young, he often rode solo. Tang Taizongli Shimin also often did this, such as in the movie Shaolin Temple. Many people say that Guan Yu is good at stabbing horses. It is a historical record that a general singled out Yufei to defeat Tai Futu with fewer enemies and more enemies. This is also a true story written in history. After all, Yufei fought all the way up from the small soldiers with real skills. It is really a real sword and gun. Yufei is stronger than Guan Yu. Yufei is not only a general, but also a handsome talent. Guan Yu is the folk Guandi temple held up by the Qing dynasty. It used to be the Wang temple in Jin Yang's novels. It can also be said that Yufei is still a strange historical figure to many people today. In the book Get Rich Down the Stream, the author divides people into different types through tests, such as generator type, technician type, creator type, trader type, accumulator type, businessman type, and knowledge person type. The concept in the book is that, based on your natural personality, you should seek out people who complement you to collaborate more smoothly. However, This classification may be too simplistic and narrow. In this article, we will explore how AI can be used to assist in the analysis of personality traits and build partnerships in a more flexible way. By chatting with AI, we can describe our personality, abilities, and characteristics, and ask AI to perform ratio analysis on these characteristics. For example, AI might tell us that we are 30% technicians, 20% creators, 15% traders, 15% accumulators, 10% merchants, and 10% supporters. Such an analysis method is more flexible and multivariate than a single label. Next, we can use AI to help us collaborate in areas where we are not good at. For example, a videographer can have AI assist in translating subtitles, a painter can use AI to assist in copywriting, and a novelist can use AI to assist in painting. In this way, we can get a certain degree of improvement in areas that we were originally not good at. In addition to letting AI assist us in doing things, we can also use AI to improve ourselves. For example, we could program an AI to have multiple personalities in varying proportions, and work with the AI based on those personalities. In the process of cooperation, we can learn the way of thinking of these combined personalities and make our thinking more comprehensive. In conclusion, AI can be our tool to help us make progress in various fields. More importantly, however, AI can act as our partner to make our way of thinking more diverse and comprehensive. This is a higher level of AI application, allowing us to continuously improve our capabilities and potential in the process of using AI. In the process of cooperation between AI and humans, we can think of AI as a coach, guiding us to think about expertise in different fields. For example, we can set the AI to have a certain percentage of traits such as stars, accumulators, traders, and supporters, and then interact with the AI. Through such interactions, we can learn how AI can fuse these qualities together to form a unique way of thinking. In this cooperation mode, we can try to apply AI's thinking mode to our own work. For example, when writing an article, we can try to think about how to make the article more attractive from the perspective of an AI star. In this way, we can integrate AI's way of thinking into our own creative process, thereby improving the quality and attractiveness of articles. In addition, we can also use AI to expand our horizons. In the process of working with AI, we can get in touch with expertise and ways of thinking in different fields. This will help us understand where we fall short and where we can improve. At the same time, we can also learn some interesting ways of thinking and new perspectives from AI, making our way of thinking more diverse and rich. In conclusion, by building a partnership with AI, we can make progress in different fields and realize our full potential. This not only allows us to make better use of AI technology, but also helps to improve our own capabilities and keep us competitive in the future. Let's use AI together to create a new cooperation mode and constantly improve ourselves. Next, we'll discuss how to use AI tricks. In the anatomy video of Mula, they use AI for spatial transformation, convert the data of tennis games into text, and let AI predict and analyze. This method is not special. In fact, on PTT, a text-only BBS using ANSI or ASCII codes to draw pictures is a similar concept. For example, some people use ChatGPT to draw patterns such as dragons or stars with words. In addition, we can also use AI to generate flowcharts, Gantt charts, etc. In fact, converting images or other types of data into text for AI to analyze and understand is not a new concept. In the early days of deep learning, AI was good at recognizing objects such as cats, dogs, and people in images. However, in this process, AI actually converts image data into a feature space that it can understand for feature extraction and analysis. Such space transformation can refer to the explanation about relativity in seeing is believing. When using AI, we can try to present a different concept with another concept, for example, teaching an image to an AI to make text, or translating musical notes into text form. Many times, when we describe things, we end up using plain words. For example, computers in the DOS era usually did not have the ability to draw pictures, but they could display text. At that time, there was something called TUI, text-based user interface, which used characters such as straight bars, horizontal bars, and spaces to present graphics, such as progress bars. In short, using AI techniques for spatial transformation and data analysis is not a new concept. It is a very suitable place for everyone to get creative. We can try to present different concepts with another concept, so that AI can better understand and analyze data. The Industrial Revolution more than 200 years ago will automate blue-collar jobs such as agriculture and manufacturing, and free them from heavy physical labor. But now, white-collar workers who sit in offices for a long time may also think, is there such a tools that can automate office work? The answer is intelligent automation and various digital workforces built on the basis of intelligent automation platforms. This will be a new office work revolution, helping companies and organizations break through time, space and geographical constraints, and greatly increase production. While improving efficiency and effectiveness, human employees can greatly improve work efficiency, ability, sense of accomplishment and happiness in the collaboration with the digital workforce. The research firm Gartner lists hyper-automation, intelligent automation, as one of the most worthwhile technologies for companies to invest in after 2021, and McKinsey also pointed out in the report that the application of digital labor is expected to save about 17.5% of labor costs for companies, thereby enabling employees exert more higher-order values. For example, a large domestic energy manufacturing group used to rely on manpower to complete a large number of verification of invoices and reimbursement documents. After configuring the automation platform, robots, digital labor, took over tasks such as bill verification, mail reminders, and review of receipts. Items, which not only ensured the verification quality, but also helped the finance department staff save about 700 hours of manpower per month. Lei Technology is a leading brand of intelligent automation in China and even the world. It provides customers with transformative intelligent automation solutions, improves organizational productivity and office efficiency, releases the potential of employees, and helps governments and enterprises realize human-machine collaboration in the intelligent era. The product of Lei Technology is a set of intelligent automation platform, including robotic process automation, RPA, intelligent document processing, IDP, conversational AI, and process mining, etc. Based on this platform, it is possible to construct various types of digital workforce according to customer needs, realize the automation of business processes, and comprehensively improve business efficiency. At present, the customers served by Lei Technology have covered insurance, communications, electricity, finance, retail, medical care, and many other industries. In April 2022, Lei Technology completed a $70 million C++ round of financing. In addition to developing the domestic market, Lei Technology is also expanding overseas opportunities. At present, Lei Technology has formed an overseas team of more than 100 people, distributed in 15 countries in Southeast Asia, Europe, and the Americas, and acquired Mindsay, a French conversational AI startup. From China to the world, the talent thinking behind the rapid expansion. With the rapid development of business, the scale of Lei Technology is also increasing. At present, the number of employees of Lei Technology has exceeded 700, and it has offices in mainland China and many places around the world. Technology companies often attach great importance to talents. In a technology-intensive to-be company, people's practical ability often plays an important role in specific businesses. Lei Technology is no exception. The company has put a lot of thought into gathering and cultivating talents with potential. Wang Guanchun, chairman and CEO of Lei Technology, introduced that the company is more eclectic in recruiting talents. On the one hand, it has made a multi-point layout, and has reserved R&D positions in Beijing, Changsha, Fuzhou, and other places. On the other hand, the company has enough people. Be bold and dare to let younger colleagues take on some important leadership positions. The management style of boldly delegating power and fully trusting technicians and young people will undoubtedly attract more talents to join the team and create value, but it also puts forward some new requirements for the management of the organization. For example, the company wants to find a growth high when a cadre assumes an important position. How should the growth be judged? For another example, Lei Technology hopes to use OKR to ensure the transparency of the organization and stimulate everyone's sense of innovation, but how can a team of hundreds of people from different countries complete the formulation, alignment, and follow-up of OKR more efficiently? Perhaps, the company needs such a system to help managers follow up and accumulate key information about people and core business, and at the same time have enough empathy to share the vision and ideas from the management, regardless of nationality or region, frankly. Communicate to all employees. Therefore, Lei Technology thought of Faishu OKR and Faishu Performance. In-depth OKR for all employees. Enterprise service is a profound and long-term business. For Lady Technology, serving customers well requires employees with professional backgrounds to be able to achieve long-term and in-depth core combat. The attributes of a technology company require that the organization must be sensitive enough to be able to respond to changes in the market and industry. The in-depth cooperation of employees is inseparable from information transparency, and the continuous evolution of enterprises cannot bypass breakthroughs and innovations. Recognizing this, Lady Technology has been using OKR for goal management since 2015, and is one of the few start UPS that has used OKR for more than 6 years. To sum up, the practice of OKR in Lady Technology has 3 major characteristics: popularization by all employees, reasonable transformation, and use of tools. In Lady Technology, OKR is a compulsory course for all employees. According to Yan Junmin, HR VP of Lady Technology, HR will introduce OKR-related content to the new employees on the first day of employment. After 1 week of entry, employees must systematically receive a round of OKR training. In the later training of new employees, OKR formulation and OKR review will become 2 special courses. New employees should use the form of hands-on drills to directly formulate OKR once and review OKR again. In the communication of Lady Technology in various scenarios, OKR is also seen everywhere and talked about everywhere. The HR department will periodically check the quality of the OKR formulation and review by the frontline managers of the business department, and then select high-quality OKRs and send them to the FISHA subscription account for publicity. These actions of talking weekly and monthly imply a set of management logic. New employees are a blank sheet of paper, and their direct superiors, frontline managers, and their first impression of the company often have a subtle influence on them. If the superior and the working environment can positively guide new employees to learn OKR and use OKR well, then the more latecomers, the more true the doctrine. However, in the process of promoting OKR to all employees, Lady Technology did not directly apply existing theories, but defined a way to use OKR according to the characteristics of different positions. For example, sales colleagues must have quarterly assessment indicators. Lady Technology has designed a KPI plus OKR model for sales employees. Sales performance is measured by KPIs, while strategic goals such as developing new customers and entering new fields or OKR can be written, so that the quantitative indicators will not be shaken, and the creativity of employees can also be stimulated. And, FISHA OKR is also playing its own unique role, becoming a part of the OKR system of Lady Technology. As an entrepreneur in the RPA field, Wang Guanchun, CEO of Lady Technology, has his own insistence on using tools to manage OKR. Make OKR deeply rooted in the hearts of the people this big goal. What's more, Lady Technology already has more than 100 overseas employees. It is also inevitable for the company's business development to allow partners from different regions to have a deeper understanding of each other's ideas and priorities. A series of functions of FISHA just meet the needs of Lady Technology in terms of experience and globalization. For example, the filling assistant that comes with OKR will actively prompt the filler which OKRs may have low-quality risks, help new colleagues, and can also output a set of OKRs that meet the standards and have quality.